Good morning, investors. Welcome to the 24th of July 2014 market review. The trade for today is called Exarum. Code is EXX. Last traded price was 158.71. The action buy long means you want to trade it from the bottom to the top here. Entry level 138.08. So the expectations, you can break this blue line here. That's your entry level. You can go to a high on the target of 144.23. Stop loss will be 135 Rand on the red line here. Shares to watch to exit today is called Monday, 1st of July. It was called up as a short, trading from a high to a low. The entry level was 193 Rand and 88 cents. Target was 177 Rand 64 cents, and the last traded price was 187.01 cents. Currently, the profit on the share is 3.54%. We don't want to take physically profits on this specific trade. Shares is currently open. It is called Monday, BSG and Investec. Investec was entered yesterday on the 23rd of July. Shares that was exited was Discovery. It was entered on the 15th of July and it was executed yesterday. The entry level was 95.60 and execution price was 97.60 on the stop loss level. GND is the same. It's an opportunity to buy from a low to a high. Entry level was 26.27. Stop loss 25.79, and they were executed on a level of 25.79. That happened all yesterday. Looking at the top 40 index, blue line is the index movement. That's the top 40 shares from the JSE. Currently, they're expecting quite resistance on the top. Came a bit down yesterday, trading above the 5-day moving average. That's the dotted grey line, and the solid grey line is 20-day moving average. Looking at the Dow Jones, they closed negative last night, so they're in a very small movement here because of volatility in the markets. Facebook brought out good results, making money. Shares went to a new high. Clients that investors in the IPO of Facebook almost made double their money if they invested 2 years ago. As you can see here, small movements. These big cycles, currently small cycles happening. So the futures were about 46 points down yesterday and closed at 10 o'clock on the Dow Jones. Currently the futures are about 2 points negative. A lot of sideways happening here. Still in a positive channel. Did test the highs yesterday and just suddenly came down. Didn't close above that highs on 17,134 points. Looking at the J200, at the top 40 shares on quick charts. As you can see, there is big cycles, and some of these big cycles are starting a bit smaller. I'm going to show you something here. These are the resistance levels, and currently this will be the support levels. So the cycle is getting a bit smaller. Currently we're showing a bit of downward cycle for 8:30 opening this morning on the top 40. We need to track it closely. Remember, job figures of the US markets will also be due at 2:30 today and could have an impact on the market. So keep a close eye on this movement here. Looking at some shares. Shoprite breaking up, losing a bit of momentum, trading at 165.99. Expectation high is about 166.71. Still an upward channel here, pulling up the Bollinger Bands. You can see the Bollinger Bands is showing a bit of movement still due on the share to go higher, especially with the rand and dollar here at 10.52. So we need to see if they're going to benefit from this. And let's go to Mr. Price. Mr. Price still an upward channel here, testing highs, losing a bit of momentum. It's not an indication that this share is going to fall as yet. Every time it comes a bit down, it goes a bit higher, about 2 Rand higher every time. So the share is still in a positive channel going upwards here. Willys went back to 83.52, Trading the sideways pattern here. Low is 81.11, high is 83.54. Trading on the high currently on Woolies. We need to see if this is going to be a double top coming down, and this is going to be the new cycle trading sideways, still above the green line of the Bollinger Bands. Indicate the share is still positive at this moment. Blue line is trading above the green line. Looking at other shares in the retailers, let's go look at Truworths quickly. Truworths did pick up a bit, didn't break the 74.03 to show a bit of increase happening, but still the shares trading between the purple and the green line in the short term, showing the channel is still not positive as yet. Let's go and look at the banking sector. First one I'm going to call up is Barclays Bank. Now Barclays traded here on the side, breaking to a new high for the last year, closing at a level of 167.94. Still trading between the green line and the red line. Not a lot of movement happened here, but we need to see where this short-term upward channel will go from here on. Same with Standard Bank. Standard Bank did lift up yesterday, but still trading in the sideways pattern here for me. Current high, if it needs to break high, will be about 147.88. Currently trading at 146.55. Looking at the MTNs, trading between the green and the purple line still, testing this green line on the Bollinger Bands. Tested a high of 224.52, currently trading on 222. What I see is just a sideways pattern currently happening here. So the low is 221.34 and the high is 224.52. Need to track closely for any breakups above 225 and breaks down below 220. So those are the two levels I will keep close eye on for any movement or direction going higher or lower. Vodacom, also tracking the trading between the green and the purple line of the Bollinger Bands. Tested support, a break up on the support of 125. For this share to recover, basically it needs to break this 129 level if it wants to go higher, breaking the green line on the Bollinger Bands. If you want to go back to 122, current low is 125. As you can see on the previous lows tested there, it's also showing here about the 123, 124 is the next lows. We'll track it very closely as well. Barloworld, trading sideways, 100 Rand, 102 Rand, then 105 Rand. Nothing spectacular happening there. Imperial. And looking at Imperial, very important that we need to track here is high lows, high lows, high lows, and this was a downward channel. Suddenly now it's going from this low to this high, and the new low is higher than that low, testing new highs. So we need to see if this is not going to be a breakup happening here physically in the short term. So to keep track on this one, you will see the indicators are saying break to 20, the 198 levels, 199 levels. You can go back to the 202 levels, and this could be a change happening. Look at this breakup. This could be a change happening in this specific share, starting to move higher again in the short term. Needs to break these highs here for the confirmation to happen. So I will keep a close eye on this one, because if it breaks this 198, 199 level, can go back easily back to this 206, 207 levels. I'm going to put this on a weekly chart. Look at this weekly chart. Low, broke the Bollinger Bands in the middle, went to the high one, came back to the Bollinger Bands in the middle, breaking up. So do you see this level here? Anytime if you break this level, you could be back in the levels going back to the 209 in the short term, definitely on this one. And what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to add the moving averages here. And very important, share price is trading above the 200 days, above the green line. That's the 21 days, 89 days, and the 200 days here. So let's track a close eye on if there's going to be a breakup and confirmed one and change of the channel. Looking at Kumba. Now Kumba on a 5-year chart is trading the downward channel here. Currently testing this 21-day moving average, and it's bouncing shortly on it on the sideways pattern. Share is currently trading at 351 Rand. Next expectation of a high, if this one wants to go further up, which is about 360 rand in the short term. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to call up the Bollinger Bands, and if you look at the Bollinger Bands and you zoom in, you will basically see the Bollinger Bands is totally trading sideways here, testing the previous high. So what I will do on this indication is I will do two things. I will call up a Bollinger Band, Fibonacci, from this high plus minus that high there. Zoom in further on. And then what I will do is I will reverse the Fibonacci from that previous high use to the previous low. And what I can see, if this tree wants to break higher than 363, so the 360 to 363 could be a level to watch closely. And this could be very important in the short term if you want to see a lift up on this. And looking at indicators, breaking up here. Looking at stochastics, also breaking up here. And look at your RSI, also breaking up here. So there could be an indication of an upward channel breaking on this specific trade. Looking at your candles, candles did lift up. There was a bit of a gap there. Awesome. Needs to break this level here if you want to come and see it above 363 rand levels in the short term. Enjoy your trading.